Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be creating this bronzy glittery look. I absolutely love it because it's a lot of warm tones, which I absolutely love. I am trying out a couple new things in this video, so it's a lot of first too, and that's always fun. But one of the things that I'm really excited about and that I'm using in this video is actually my first ColourPop products. So if you guys don't know who ColourPop is, it's a cosmetic company and they sell really great makeup for really affordable prices, and I absolutely love that. They're made in the US and yeah, they're all around a really cool brand, and I have never bought anything from them before, although I've heard about them for a long time, and I finally just decided to go for it because I absolutely love this quad that they did with Kathleen Lights, who's also here on YouTube. So I did get her foursome little quad group thing, whatever you want to call it, and it is the Where the Light Is little quad here, and you get 4 shadows in here for $20, which is really good in my opinion, and they're absolutely beautiful. So I am using all of those in this video. Also, I did pick up their new cheek colors. I believe they're called the they're Super Shock cheek colors, and they're more of like highlights, but also I got a deep berry one. Oh, I guess I'll just show it to you. Okay, so yeah, there are these two colors, these two colors right here. This is the deep berry one, and this one I plan to use it more so as a blush, obviously not as a highlight for me. And this is called Sticky Sweet. And then the one that I'm using in this video is for a highlight, and it is called Spoon, and it's absolutely gorgeous. These products are so different. I wish I could just kind of have you guys feel them through the camera because they are such a different texture, and they're a little intimidating to use at first because they're nothing like I've ever used before, but they're really cool and they're really great. And I actually really like the way they smell. I don't know, they kind of remind me of Play-Doh. So I'm really excited to be trying out that company and that brand, and so far so good. But yeah, so if you guys want to see how I got this look, then as always, just keep on watching.
Alright, so as you can tell, we are just jumping straight into it, and as always, I'm taking MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre and making sure to evenly distribute that all over my lid as a base. And then for our first color, we're taking Cornelius, which is a great transition color, and just on a crease brush, I'm really making sure to work that back and forth evenly into the crease. And then to add a little bit more depth, I'm taking this matte maroon shade and just really making sure to focus that more so on the bottom half of the crease and just rounding out the edges. Then I'm going in with my Bobbi Brown eye blender brush and just making sure it's all smooth and blended, because it did look a little jaggedy at first, so I'm just really making sure it's nice and evened out. Then taking the shadow or the color Kathleen Lights. This is a very bronzy gold shade, very metallic, and I love it. I am putting this on with a synthetic flat shader brush. The best way, I will say, after working with these for a few days is to apply them with your finger. You really get a good payoff, but this flat synthetic brush worked pretty well. Then layering on Blaze over top. This is more of a rust gold kind of shade, and just popping that right onto the center with the other side of that brush. Then to add a little bit more glitter, because I want to be super sparkly, I'm taking some Bobbi Brown Sparkle Shadow in the shade Cement, spraying that with some setting spray, and just again patting that right onto the lid, really just focusing on the center because that's where I really want it to reflect the most when light hits it. Then for liner, I am taking my Inglot Gel Liner, AMC Liner in number 77, and then just creating my usual wing here. I do have a winged eyeliner tutorial, which if you want to check out, I am more than happy to link that down below, so make sure to check the description box for that. Then moving on to the face, I am taking my Maybelline Master Prime. This is the Blur Plus Smoothing one, and just really making sure to work that evenly all onto my skin, all over my entire face. Then to just really making sure to focus on my T-zone and oil control, I am taking Benefit's License to Blot blotting stick, and just making sure to focus that on my forehead, center of the nose, center of the chin, and cheeks. For foundation, I'm actually doing something a little bit different. I'm trying out a new foundation here. This is the NARS All Day Luminous Foundation. This stuff is so pigmented. It is ridiculous, and I am so far really loving this foundation. So far, I do like the way it's working out, and I'll let you guys know more about it soon. Next, for concealing and highlighting, I am mixing both my Naked Concealer, this is in the shade Light Neutral, I believe, and then taking some of my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW15, and then just with a really damp beauty blender, of course, squeezing out all the excess water and making sure to blend that out evenly. I wanted to mix these two because I really love the highlight that the Urban Decay Concealer gives me, but it's just a little too bright to use everywhere else. So I did do my brows already. I'll link my brow tutorial down below, and now I'm just warming up my skin a little bit here because it's just a little too pale for my liking. My tan has worn off, so this is more of my true to color foundation, I guess you can say. And I'm using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, just taking this onto a big fluffy brush I got from Morphe a while back and rubbing that around my temples and also on my cheekbones. Then for highlight and setting my under eye area, I'm using my Anastasia contour palette, and this is the shade Banana, and just really making sure to pack that on. I wanted a nice bright highlight for this. Also putting some on the center of my chin and on this bridge of my nose, and just hitting the center of my forehead as well, just to emphasize the highlighting we did with the concealer, but making sure to set it as well. Then for contour, I am taking the shade Fawn, and with my Sephora 56 brush, you guys know how I feel about this brush. I mentioned it before. I love it for powder contouring. The shape is just perfect. I'm taking that into the hollows of my cheek and then around my temples. And then with a smaller fluffy brush, I am just doing the usual contour for my nose. I also did put a little bit of this contour powder in the center of my Cupid's bow and at the center of my bottom lip to just really make sure to add some plumpness to my lip. And then this is the ColourPop Super Shock cheek color, and this is in the shade Spoon. I am applying this with a synthetic brush. Again, best way to apply this is going to be with your fingers, as I have found out now that I played with it for a few days already. But I am just using my fingers to kind of smooth out the edges and making sure nothing is looking too chunky. For blush, I'm taking my Milani Baked, oh my god, I cannot speak, Baked Blush in Luminoso, because it's just goes with everything, and just pressing onto the apples of my cheek, working my way back towards my hairline. For lip color, I'm taking my Maybelline Matte Lipstick in Touch of Spice. I absolutely love the warmth this is, and even though it's spring, I just love this lip color. I think it's a good all year round lip color. For lashes, I did customize my Demi Wispies with some individuals as well. I did apply them off camera. If you guys want to know how I guess customize my lashes, just let me know down below. I'll see what I can do, maybe a blog post or something soon. Then just water lining, lining my waterline with a black eyeliner, and then just pressing on that maroon shadow right up into my lashes, and then just making sure to blend it out with a clean pointed real hair brush just to pick up any excess color. And then as always, just making sure to give my bottom lashes a nice coat of mascara. You can use any mascara you want for this, just as long as they are nice and defined as well. Then to finish everything off, I'm going with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and just really giving myself a shower in this stuff because it is absolutely fantastic, and it makes my makeup last so much longer. Okay, and this is the completed look, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Throw your sticks and your stones, go break all of my bones. You won't ache my soul.